What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on Cycle Fanatix. So today's the day I'm going to let you guys know what exactly happened to Silverback, my 2020 Road Glide Special with the 128 big bore kit in it. I just got off the phone with Dave over at JD Cycle Works. I'm gonna give you the lowdown on basically what's going on with the motor. He tore the bike down and what's going on with the bike. But before we get into that, do me a favor, guys. This is the 2021 Sport Glide Build Series bike that we will be doing a live drawing on May 15th. So get your entries in now because they are going fast. There's going to be a lot of upgrades to this bike. With the 107, we're going to have a lot of upgrades. Beautiful bike, brand spanking new 2021. In Vivid Black Deluxe. So go on over to www.cycle-fanatix.com. Get yourself entered to win because like I said, they are going fast. And we're going to be doing a live drawing on May 15th. So head on over and get some entries. Also, I'm going to be putting out in the next couple days a lot more videos on Vader 2022 Ducati Street Fighter V4S in dark stealth. I already installed a couple items on the bike, which I don't want to tell you now, but it's absolutely badass. I will tell you the exhaust and the up map is already on the bike, and the thing is absolutely vicious. 212 horsepower, sounds amazing. So stay tuned for those videos. The bike is an absolute gem. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Power galore. So this way those S1000 RRs can't attack me anymore. So anyway, I'll put the camera that way so you guys can look at Vader. But anyway, here's the scoop. So I just got off the phone with Dave. Worst case scenario, pretty much.
United States, President Obama, Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away for the inaugural
What a great honor
address.
to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th.
Could have been probably a little worse, but it's pretty bad. So after looking over the bike, he decided to tear the bike down as far as the engine goes. So what he found was the cylinders are scored. The rings are not broken. The cylinders are scored. Rocker arms, I believe, on a couple of them. There's some damage. The heads look fine so far. So that was the issue. The oil was blowing past the rings. So having said that, he also checked crank runout, which is at 7 thousandths, which I believe is the same amount that it was when he did the 128 build. I think it was at 6 or 7 thousandths. So that's a very good sign. We have no more of a crank runout, and it's still within tolerance. I believe he said we have up to 12 thousandths. So pretty much 6, 7 is norm. That's where it was when he did the build, and nothing has changed. So that's a really, really good news for the bottom end. Bottom end looks good. So cylinder scored, rocker arm damage, cam looks good, cam plate and pump look good. No issues there. So basically what happened is just like I said and Dave said and a lot of other people said, the bike simply overheated. I had it in that traffic for about 2.5 hours, and not because I wanted to, because we were just in an area that really wasn't ideal for me to A, either shut the bike on and off all the time, B, couldn't lane split, and C, there was no shoulder. It was through the GWB into Bronx, Queens, and into Long Island. There was probably 95% we couldn't either lane split or there was no shoulder. So it is what it is. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? Having said that, like I said, I should have had an oil cooler fan on the bike or an engine fan on it. I should have had some kind of extra cooling capabilities for the build. The diagnosis is that the oil broke down. I just went over this with Dave over the phone. The oil is rated, I believe, the one he uses, Valvoline, which is I'm not sure exactly which one. It's rated to 350 degrees, which is very high for an oil. But if you still overheat the engine, that oil will break down. Oil does break down. It becomes almost like gummy. And then it has no more lubricating characteristics in the oil anymore. It's almost like a sauce. So we don't want sauce. We need good lubricating oil. So that's it looks like 99.9%. That's what happened. Overheated the bike. Oil got too hot, broke down, couldn't lubricate. And then what happens is once you lose those lubricating capabilities and the heat reduction capabilities to reduce the heat from the motor, it's caused for some major problems. So basically what happens is the piston from the heat swells, it gets bigger, pushes up against the cylinders and the rings and stuff like that, scores the cylinder walls, and then you have obviously oil blowing by and into your combustion chamber and obviously burning out of your tailpipes. So that's what happens. So I already have the fan. I know a lot of people commented, absolutely. I already ordered the intercooler with the integrated fan. Dave's gonna install it and he's gonna flash the ECU, so it's gonna come on at a certain temperature. And then I might even add a lot of people I didn't even know they existed, a set of love jugs, fans for the cylinders themselves. I might even add that just as a extra precaution, because this is what's going to happen right now. Dave is going to be in talks with Dan over at Zippers Performance. We are going to see if possibly Dan could rebore those cylinders if there's enough, or I should say a little amount of damage to where tolerances allow him to rebore them, then that's what we'll do. And if he has a bigger piston kit, then that's what we'll do. Or if the damage is too far in, then we're gonna go with, obviously we have to go with a new set of cylinders, a new set of pistons, new set of rings. Having said that, we are probably, I'm hoping, probably like pretty much so, we're going to be installing the new set, I hope, of stage 4 heads, Zippers Performance stage 4 heads, with possibly their cam combo to those heads. So it's going to be a muscle build instead of the sleeper build. Sleeper build had 145 horsepower, which was great. But if we could get this going, then and if we could do this, if we could make this happen, Dan is a fantastic guy. He runs top-notch business, and I appreciate him a lot. So if we could all make this happen, that would be fantastic. And then obviously we're going to be getting the fans, because if that does happen, it's going to be back with over 160 horsepower. So that's what's going to happen. Possibly new heads, new cam combo, cylinder heads, I should say cylinders, either rebored or new. And cam plate, oil pump is good, and the cam is good, but we might go with the Zippers. I believe it's 552 if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong, but I think it's the 552, but it would be a new head and cam combination. which I don't know if anybody has yet. So I might be the first one. So we'll see if that happens. And we're going to be putting the fans on. The chain drive is already on order, so that's going to happen. So, you know, we're going to take care of a lot of issues, and we're going to obviously install the fans so this doesn't happen again. And by God, my witness, if it is 100 degrees out, I am not going anywhere. I'm kidding. I'm definitely not going places where I think there might be traffic. Having said that. So that's one thing. I definitely won't do that anymore. But, you know, listen, you got to push through, and we're going to make it bigger and better. Someone commented, it sounds like a TV show back from when we were kids. If you guys remember, it was called The $6 Million Man.
A man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster.
Steve Austin. So, yeah, so that's what's happening. And it's going to come back great. And Dave's already working some talks with Dan over at Zippers. And it's going to take some time. Like I said, that's why I didn't even want to rush him, because I kind of expected this was going to happen. It's going to take some time to get the parts. It's going to take some time for him to do it. And I have obviously these meet and greets starting in 2 weeks, which I'm not, you know, I just didn't want to rush it. So we still will be at both Ocean City, Maryland and Americade for Bike Week. And I will be at the Zero Tents on September 16th and the 23rd at the Zero Tent. So come on by and say hi. So that's pretty much all the info I have for you guys right now. Dave's going to take off the gas tank's off already because he took the motor apart, but he's going to take off the fairing and the back fender for me. Hopefully, maybe in a couple days, I will pick them up, and maybe next week, I will take all the pieces over. We will take the wrap off of everything and then bring everything to Hampton's Designs in Gastonia, North Carolina to get it custom painted. I can't wait. So stay tuned, guys. Have a lot of information. I love, obviously, bringing you guys this content, but not really this type of content because it's at a detriment to myself. So, but everything's going to be fine. It's going to come back awesome, and it's going to come back looking beast with this new paint job with a Stage 4 128 muscle build. It's going to be absolutely, absolutely sick. So thanks for watching, guys. And also, I want to tell you guys, thanks for your beautiful comments. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you guys soon. Definitely head on over to the website to get yourself entered to win. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, my friends.